Okay guys, welcome back to my new video. So excited to be here again. Like I promised, in this next video we're going to work on this aspect of the tutorial, how to create your workbook. Okay, so in the last video I walked you through how to do your book research and where to get best-selling books. Okay, and I also show you some do's and don'ts that you should avoid when you are creating workbook for Amazon, which are these rules and regulations that I typed here. Okay, so today we'll be going through how to create this workbook. Okay, how to create your workbook. Now there are two parts to creating workbook. You have the interior and you have the book cover. For every book there's always an interior and there's always an interior. So for this book now, for example, you will see that this is the interior part of this book, and of course this is the book cover of the same book. So this is the book cover, as you can see, and this is the interior of the book. Okay, so that is just the two parts of book Amazon book creation: the book cover and the interior. Now again, under this one, in creating your book, in the interior, if you open a book, for example, you see that there are two aspects to your book. You have the right hand, or what you call the right page, and the left page. Okay, so you need to note these two under your interior: the right page and the left page. So the right page will always come first, followed by the left page. So for example, this book now, you can see this is the beginning, which is the right page, and this is the left page. So if you take up a book now, a physical book, you see that that book will always start from the right hand side and to the left hand side. Okay? So what do I mean by this? Now let's see research on Google now. Book. This book, for example, if you open it from the beginning, the downside, it will only start from the left page. Then if you open it forward, then the right page. So when you open the book, start from the left page, then the right page, just like that. Left page, right page, left page, right page, just like that. So that's what I mean by this when I say left page, right page. Okay, so the book will start from the left page, then to move, if you open it, you go to the right page. Okay? So now let's get into it proper. Now to create a workbook, you need to go to this website, amazon.com. So when you are canva.com. When you are on canva.com, click on this creative design, then click on custom size. For me, my custom size, I enjoy using 6x9. You can use other versions. I prefer using 6x9 inches. So once you're able to do that, click on create new design, and to give you an empty cover just like this. Give you an empty cover like this. So once you have the empty cover, remember I said your book needs to be from left page to right page. So now, how do you get this left page to right page? Automatically, this is the page 1, and this is page 2, page 3, page 4, just like that. So now what you do is so that you don't get confused when you are creating your book, I have a KDP interior here that I use. You can see this one is the right page for 6x9, that is bleed, and the left page for no bleed. This is the right page for no bleed. Then left and right page for bleed, no bleed left page, and no bleed right page, bleed. So I'm going to, if you want this KDP interior, just comment in the comment section that I want KDP interior, and I will send it to you free of charge. Okay, it's part of the bonus I'm giving for this video. So I'm going to show you how to use it now. So now we are on Canva. The first thing we want to do is we want to go to upload. But before we do that, remember in the last video, if you have not watched that video, I advise you go back there and watch it. Because in the last video, we've already done a book research, and we concluded that we are going to create a workbook on this particular book here, which was released June 13, 2023. So we're going to create a workbook on this title that I've researched. You can see the book is actually doing well, and it was released just last month here. If you see the review, that's a lot of review already. You scroll down, let's see. You can see that's a lot of reviews, positive reviews. So it's a great book to write on. So written by 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁, she's a nurse. Okay, well, that's not our issue now. We just want to learn how to create a workbook for this self-help book. Okay, so now the first thing we want to do is, you got the title already. Now you go to your Canva and upload what I told you. So you're going to upload that file. The file I just showed you, where is it now? Let me locate the file, the KDP interior. KDP, okay, that is it. So this one is 6x9 left page. Okay, let's use 6x9 bleed. So we look for it, left and right, bleed, no bleed, no bleed. So I'm going to pick 2 left, upload another one. This left and this right. So let's put that. Page left or right. 6x9, 6x9. Okay, 8x9. So you can see different dimensions are there. The self-profile, but we are going with the 6x9, but that's the custom size we created. Okay, so now, like I said, the first thing you want to do is to add your left page. So you are working on bleed. We're creating a bleed page. So this is left and right. Okay, let's create a no bleed. So this is no bleed right, no bleed left. So this is left hand, left page. Okay, the next page now will be right. So just expand it like that. Now we've gotten our left page, right? So this is how you'll be doing it for all the pages. Okay, let me expand it so you can see it. Left page, right page. Now what will be on our first left page? To put something on your left page, I have a sample here already that I'm using, so I'm just going to show you so our work will be faster. Let me see the workbook I've already created. Okay, there's one I've already created. I will just show you so you can make use of it. Okay. Sorry. So this is an example of the workbook I created. Now what you just need to do is to copy this. Remember, in the rules of in Amazon rules and regulation, let me just show you the Amazon rules and regulation so you not go against it. There are some rules that you need to follow when creating the interior of your book. So you see, say guide show you what I'm talking about. It's loading. So as you can see, it's still loading. These are the rules and regulations for companion guides. So if you are creating a workbook, for example, a companion guide can be summary books, study guides, workbooks, or analysis. So what we are creating is workbook. Okay. So now, if you are creating your interior, make sure that the title must begin with either summary, study guide, workbook. Okay. So now this is what it means. Let me take you there. It says the title must begin with summary or workbook, right? So our title will begin with workbook. So I'm going to paste that here. Workbook. Now this is our title. Every book must start with a title. So that's where your workbook must start from. So the first thing, where is it? Workbook. The first thing for your interior, no, we are talking about interior. You must only start with a title, and that title must be something like workbook. So your title will be start with workbook, like what Amazon told us to do. So the title must start with workbook. Okay. Oh, sorry. So once you're able to do that, then the next thing is, we want to go next is, let's see, this is what I'm just creating, workbook for, copy that again, paste it here, workbook for. So this is just a template. If you have a template, you can just, the good thing is you just create the workbook once, and you can use the one you created before as templates to start creating more. So as you can see, this is one I created before, and I'm just using it as a template to create this new one. So let's go for our title now. So this is the book that we research. Where is it? Not this. Definitely not this. Okay, so this is the book. So the title is the in between. Title is the in between. I'm just going to copy that. Workbook for. This will not distract us. Workbook for. So you just enter your text, go to text, create text, paste it there for the in between. And again, when it comes to the guy, say the subtitle. So the subtitle should not be in bold. It's only the workbook that should be in bold. So my workbook is going to be in bold like I did before. Then the subtitle can be in normal format. So if you like, we just leave it like this. So workbook for me, I always put the name of the author just below the in between. So I'll just copy. So go back here again and paste it. So I'll just duplicate this, paste the name of the author there. Workbook for. You can reduce that, can reduce size, so it will not be like 20. Then this is the title of the book. For name of the author, in between, name of the author, in between. Then the subtitle, just see the subtitle, find the subtitle, then come back to our workbook. Again, duplicate this and paste it there. So you can see, then you can reduce the size so that it will not fall out of this space. Okay, you don't want it to fall out of the line, the dots, dotted lines. So to make sure that you see, as I'm dragging it, it's a bit faster. So to make sure that it's not too fast, just hold down the control key on your keyboard and use your mouse to hover it. Just hold down the control key. That way the movement will be a bit slow. Okay, so if you are comfortable with it, then you can just leave it like that. So just that is it. The workbook, for name of the author, is title of the book, then the subtitle. Then this one, after everything, after you have completed your workbook, you are going to delete this part. So it will be like this. Make sure you delete it, don't leave it with the book. But we are not done yet, so I'm just going to leave it. So this is it. So once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to write your book name, the name of the author. I mean you yourself. This is the name of the author of the real book. But for the workbook, you put your author name here. So for me, I'm using this. You can use anything. You can use Steve Job. Okay, you can use Steve Job. You can use anything. Mark Brown. Let's say I want to use Mark Brown. But apparently you can use any name actually. So now this is it. So this is the first page of our workbook. Workbook for name of the author, the in between. You can increase this one further, but make sure that this one is larger than the rest. That's what most of we should do. Make sure that this workbook is bold and is bigger than this. In fact, I should go reduce this one. So make sure it's bold and it's bigger than that. So once you're able to do that, the next page now is your copyright. So I'll just copy that copyright page and paste it there. So copyright page is the next page. So just make sure it's aligned and it's not crossing these dotted lines. Okay, not crossing it. So just arrange it. So this template make your life easier. You just have to start thinking, which one is the left page, which one is the right page. Already you know, because this template will just make your life easier. So if you need it, just comment in the comment section below that I need it, and I will send it to you free of charge. Okay, so it's arranged now. It's arranged now. Alright, so now you to generate a copyright, you can use ChatGPT. Click on new chat and just type say write a copyright for my workbook titled. So you just put the title of the book. So you give ChatGPT this prompt. You understand? So ChatGPT will now create a copyright for you. So just put it there. So you see, ChatGPT is just doing a wonderful work. So all you just need to do is to copy it. That, for me, I like putting it in the notepad first, so that the coding that is embedded within it will not appear in my workbook. So I'll just copy this and paste it. Sure, I've copied it. So you can see it's just copy and paste. There's nothing, no big deal there. Just copy and paste. So I want to reduce this. Better still, yes. So Now let's go to what ChatGPT wrote for us and copy it and replace it with what we have. Alright, so now we've done that. Okay, so the next thing is, now see, it's making sense gradually. Next thing is, what is it? Is the notes to readers. Notes to readers. So, okay, this is the right page, left page. So I'm going to copy this and put it here, left page. Then I'm going to add this notes to readers. Okay, so we'll copy it. So you copy that, paste it here. Then come over here, copy it again. It's just the same process, okay? So this is an unofficial workbook for, I'm going to change this, but that is not the title of the book I'm working on. So you're just going to look for the name of the author and use it to see. Make sure that you don't copy my write-up, okay? This is just an example for the sake of this video. Make sure you generate your own write-up so that you will not float everywhere with the same write-up, okay? Please guys, don't copy what I have here. Just do your own, be creative, write your own, and everybody will be able to actually earn from this workbook business, okay? So it says this is the workbook for 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗧, then the title of the book. Let's go to the title of the book, the in between. Let me just put it here so I know it's coming up and down and not bad. And just like that. So copy it here. Let me increase this so we'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to replace everything. So the title of the book will be in between, unforgettable encounter designed to enrich your reading experience. The reader book can purchase on Amazon. Okay, so we are done with that page. Oh, there was a mistake here. This is not where I'm supposed to paste it in. It's supposed to be for this. Sorry. Okay, so it's before this. Alright, so now you can see it's taking shape gradually, right? So that's how it works actually. Just centralize and justify this. Okay, so the next thing now is the next page is disclaimer, and ChatGPT has generated that for us too. So left page, right page. So disclaimer, and increase the size. So ChatGPT gave us a disclaimer. Okay, so I'll just copy this, come back, paste it there. Don't worry, I'm going to replace this. For you, you can use text. It's acceptable. If you don't want to, if you don't have a template, just come to test and then copy what ChatGPT gave you. Paste it there. Okay, you unbold it, then centralize it. Once you centralize it, you can now reduce it. But for me, I think that one is too tiny for me. Can use ChatGPT again and say generate screen. So ChatGPT is taking a lot of time, so I'm just going to use this. I'm going to delete this because it's a bit too not informational for me. So I'll just paste it. So here we go. I'll use this. Generate your own disclaimer. Please don't copy what I have here. Very important. Don't copy it, please. But the next one is this is right page, left page. So also on the left page, okay, we still have some information here. Can reduce this size. The next one is right page. So that's how you keep doing it. So once you're able to do the cover, then the rest of the work is simple. I know the video is getting too long now, so I have to be fast. This one is not necessary. Then this one is, this book belongs to. This book belongs to. Now for this, I use flora. You can see the edges are like flowers. So just go to elements and search for flora. So while that is loading, then you pick this table. I don't want to start drawing, but if you want to draw, you can see this is flora. I search for flora under my element and flora border. Okay, once you search for flora border, it will show you different border like this. But while that is loading, let me just close this so I can copy. Okay, we want to draw a line like this. Okay, so to draw a line like that, no, it's not what I'm looking for. So guys, as you can see, there are quite a number of floral border here. So let's say I want to use this one, for example. All I just need to do is to drag it down, move this up, drag this. So as you can see, our border is ready. So you can just move this one down. This book belongs to. Then come over here and search for lines. Okay. So click on lines, and to bring you different lines that you can use. So I'm just going to go with this. So once you have that, you just need to stretch it out a bit. Alright. Remove this one, then you duplicate it into 3 places. So move this one. So this way they write their name after buying the workbook. So you are done with this page. Next page, this right page. Let's copy this left page. Right page. Page. Okay. So now the next one is our left page is table of contents. This one is optional. If you want, you can add a table of contents. If you want, not add. But for me, I like adding table of contents. So I have to give my readers a direction of what to read. Now, you're going to create this table of contents at the end of everything. So for me, the maximum page I leave for table of content is 2. So I'm going to leave these 2 pages for my table of contents, which should come up after everything, after I complete the book. So I'm going to, this will be for left page. Left page. So after table of content, what's next? How to use this book today. So go to ChatGPT now and say, write something like, I'm creating a workbook. So this is the prompt that you use to get how to use the book. ChatGPT is, my network is down. So you can see what I just typed. This is the prompt I'm using. So I'm writing an Amazon workbook for the title, blah blah blah. I need how to use page write-up. So ChatGPT will generate that for us. And just put in. Okay. So let's see what ChatGPT will bring. So while we wait for ChatGPT to generate that, so let's proceed. So we leave a space for it. So the next one is, okay, let me just copy this. Once ChatGPT is done, come and replace it. So the next page is the introduction. So create your introduction. This is the left page, right page. Okay, so it's saying your introduction here. And the body of the introduction. So we are still going to replace these 2. So let's see what ChatGPT have for us. Let's start that. Okay, ChatGPT is still working. So let's just see this introduction. This can be for our introduction. So let's put that under the introduction. Then this one too. Purpose of the workbook. So that'll be for our introduction. Okay. So now we are done with our introduction. So for the how to use the book, you can just say this book is divided into sections. So just copy from here. Read, engage, documents. Okay, let's copy to that place and we put it under our how to use book. So we don't want it to be too long. So you can just simply say, so I'm just going to move this one a little bit upward and drag this one up. And just say this book is divided into sections. Each focusing on, you can see it's a bit too long, so we're going to delete some of it. So our how to use page is ready now. So you can see this book is going to blah 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 for this session. So it's ready. Please use it. Now the next thing is your introduction is also ready. Then you start looking at this. For me, I create chapter from the book. I just give a brief description of the chapter. Then I start writing, creating the prompts. So let's. This one is the chapter. But for some book, you don't have the chapter on Amazon. Normally, if you check on Amazon, you see a place where they write book inside. That will be able to get the chapter of the book. But for some book like this one, it doesn't have chapter. So what you can do in this case, because you need to generate a prompt, you can just search for in between, that's what the book, and something like. So I'm going to search for, okay, let's see this. So you can see when I search for the summary, I got this information. So this will just give you an insight of the book. The register notes as what 𝗪𝘁𝗲𝗍 care for 𝗪𝗶𝘁𝗍. You see? So this will give you an insight of this book. So now this is still not the type, this what's it called now? The table of contents. So there are some books that don't have table of contents. So in that case, what can you do? For me, I'll just go to ChatGPT and copy whatever information I get on the book. For example, this information now, I'll copy it. After copying it, I'll put it on my notepad and arrange it properly. So you can see, I will just come to ChatGPT and enter this prompt from ChatGPT. Say, I'm writing an Amazon workbook from the title in between unforgettable characters during the life's final moment by 𝗪𝘁𝗲𝗍. Can you generate prompts for the workbook based on the original book description, which is this information here? So I'm just going to take ChatGPT to do that for me. So ChatGPT will generate a prompt for us, which we will now use. For our workbook, the interior of our workbook. So let's see what ChatGPT will come up with. See, this is what ChatGPT come up with. It says, how does Hadley describe your emotional? But I don't really enjoy this, so I want him to make it a second person write-up. So I'm going to change the prompt now. So I say you should make it a second person pronoun by addressing it to the reader of the workbook. That is the prompt I gave you again. Let's see what you come up with. So for me, this is better now. Look at what it said. Say, reflect on the, imagine yourself in the role of a caregiver. How do you think you provide? So this is a good one. Put yourself in the shoes of 𝗪𝗻𝗄 as she helps Jack. So I will not say again. Good. But make it 50 prompts. So it will keep writing. So let's go back to our workbook. So instead of writing chapter by chapter, depending on the book you are working on actually, but instead of writing this chapter by chapter, we're just going to see overview. Instead of writing chapter, just say something like so here we still see something like the video is overly long. Book overview. So now paste what we got from here. The summary we got, remember? Or better is just say right. So now come over here. Then paste it there. So book summary is just the summary of the book itself. And remember I told you that we can get search for the book summary. And once you get it, come back here and paste it here. So in between, okay, so use it. So now we have it here, the book summary of the book. So it's a bit too long, so we want to cut it. Let's see. Cut. So we're going to replace it. So for me, I will ask ChatGPT to rewrite. Oh, sorry. Okay, so guys, you can see the book here. Just put the book summary here. So once you have your book summary, if your book has chapters, you can use chapters. But because this book doesn't have chapters, that's why I just put a summary there before I start adding my question points. So once you do that, next page now, you can see here I use chapter. It's the prompts. So to create prompt like this, you just go over here, go down. Okay, then go to elements. Click on this line of shape. Move it up. Okay, drag it out. So you can change the color. Like, oh, sorry. So you can change the background color. So if you like, you can make it gray. So like this. Then now copy the question prompts. So these are question prompts. Put it here. No, that's not our original question prompt. So ChatGPT have generated question prompt for us. See the prompt I give ChatGPT. I said generate 50 question prompts from my workbook. So that's it. So it's a question prompt. This one says how we approach finding resolution support. So we copy it and paste it here. You see, it's black bag. You can make it all white if you want. Change this background to white. Okay, so you can see it has changed to white. You can squeeze it. but preferably you can make it this background one, make it black. So copy it again. Let's see here. Copy the next prompt. Copy over here. Paste. Right. Put it here. So that's how you keep doing it for all the 50 prompts that ChatGPT generated. So next page. So this is how you do it for all the prompts. Yes, right. Okay. That's how you do it for all the 50 prompts. So if you get to the 5th prompt, I would advise you can put a quote, something like this, related to the subject you're working. So if you are using a quote, make sure that it's in italics and you write the name of the author. Put it in quotes like this. So let me just do an example for you. So once you are done with the prompt, every 5 prompts, that's when you put a quote. So here is going to be our quote. We're just going to ChatGPT and say generate 20 quotes with the author. So generate 20 quotes with the author based on this title. So let's see what ChatGPT will do. So we just copy one of these quotes that is generated and write it. First. Or you can go to dates detailed. So you can see these are quotes, but I think I prefer the one ChatGPT quoted. So once you write like this, make sure you put a quotation mark at the ending, and then at the beginning too. So then change the font, make the font different. Then put the name of the author. Can be fictional name. And I'm done with that. So again, we continue the next chapter, the next page. So that's how you keep writing and writing until you finish all the prompts. So I'm going to stop the video here. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to create a book cover. Remember I said your book should have a book cover. So I'm going to show you how to create a book cover. But this video is pretty long now. So once you are done with all of these prompts, the next thing you want to do is to download this book. Click on share or download PDF prints. Okay, download. So guys, you can see this is our workbook. It's ready now. All the things that, oh, I forgot, like I said, you're going to remove all these things. Don't forget, please, you will delete all of these things before downloading. Delete it. Then another thing that I forgot to add is that you need to add where they write the answer. When this is a question, this is a question, so you need to add a place where they will add you need to add a line like this before you download it. So I'm just going to group this and copy it. So add it to this page. Add it to all the pages. Just like that. So make sure before you download it, you delete all these things. Delete them. Okay? Before you download. Alright, okay guys, so that's how to go about creating a workbook. Okay? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to come back here, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also I promise I'll give you a gift if you're able to wait to the end. So I'm going to add you to this Telegram group where you can get access to over 500 plus apps, okay, for free. So you just comment I subscribe and I will give you a link to join this group. Okay, So in the next video, I will show you how to create a book cover, at the same time upload this workbook to Amazon. Alright, so you meet again, guys. Keep winning.